Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Thrive with René Lunch Break Conversation. My name is René Antoine. I am a financial analyst and retirement planning specialist, helping my clients to protect, save, and grow their money. So every Friday, I do a live with a member of the communities in the Chicago community, someone who, in honor of Black History Month, that I want to highlight them, I want to feature them. And I think it was just amazing to feature to you all today Apostle and Dr. Bridget C. Outlaw. Dr. Bridget is a community activist. She is a pastor. She is a founder. She is a counselor, and she just loves her community. So today we are going to be speaking about a subject that obviously I was not aware of. And the fact that she is doing that, she is an advocate for the African American community in this area, is just amazing. So before I bring her in, to all of you who know of food bank, I know a lot of us know of food bank, but have we heard of diaper bank? So I'm gonna introduce you all to Apostle Dr. Bridget C. Outlaw. Adding her. Hello, hello, Dr. Bridget. How are you?
I am highly favored. How are you?
I am blessed. Well, thank you so much for being my guest on this Friday feature. It's just amazing of when I heard about what you are doing, and I said I definitely want to highlight that work and also bring awareness to this much needed subject. So before we go into what is diaper banks, I will allow you to introduce yourself to the community, like who you are, what you do, and where you are in the community.
Awesome. Yes, my name is Dr. Bridget Outlaw. I am the senior pastor of New Global Destiny International World Deliverance Ministries, and I am the prelate of Gakim Alliance, and I am the CEO of Daughters of Destiny Enterprises. We are a 501c3 multi-consortium non-for-profit organization that houses diapers. We do diaper depravity. We do period poverty. And now we are a global distribution center. So we do a conglomerate of a whole lot of things. And I'm really excited about being on your show.
Amazing, amazing, awesome. Well, everybody come on and share this live because so many people in the community need to know about what Apostle Bridget Outlaw is doing. And the least that we can do is to share the word, spread awareness, and so that more resources can hopefully come to our community. So as we get started, Apostle Outlaw, let's just get straight into it. What is a diaper bank?
So a diaper bank is actually a non-for-profit can house a diaper bank that can hold as much as maybe 500 to a million diapers, and the diapers help the community. So most diaper banks, we don't really have that many diaper banks in the Chicagoland area. And as a matter of fact, there are not many diaper banks that African Americans house. Very few. Most people that house diaper banks are affluent organizations or affluent non-for-profit organizations, and very rarely Black. I hate to say that, but it's true.
And what would you say is the reason why there's a lack of diaper banks in the African American community?
Well, one of the reasons why there's a lack of diaper banks in the African American community, because there's not enough awareness. A lot of people don't really even know that diaper depravity, because we talked about it, me and you talked about it. A lot of people don't even know that diaper depravity even exists. They don't even know it exists. So it's 1 in 5 babies go to bed wet in the United States every night. So most people don't know that there's a shortage on diapers. So you have like people that are on public aid, they are able to get food, but they can't get diapers. And to choose between food and diapers, they choose food. And the average box of diapers is like $35, $45.
As a mom, I can attest to it. I know I have 2 children, and I promise you, diapers are an arm and a leg. And then, so with that being said, here we are bringing the awareness, and this is basically something obviously you are passionate about, something that you started as a non-for-profit. And so, like, kind of share with us, how did you start this organization? What caused you to start it, and why is it so dear to you and in your community?
So I started Daughters of Destiny actually 30 years ago in the basement of my home. And when I started, I've never been hungry. I was able to provide diapers for my son. I have one son, but something that grabbed me was, a lot of people that surround me was not able to provide diapers, and a lot of people didn't have food. So we actually started off as a food bank. And I was a food bank for actually 10 years, giving diapers and food and vegetables and clothes and fruit. And it grew so big until we ended up having to go into global distribution, which is a whole nother story. So one of the reasons why I really wanted to start Daughters of Destiny, because I saw the need in my community first of so many people that needed help. And that's how I actually started it.
I am muted. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And then, so now I'm going to ask you. I know you talk about maybe the lack of access to diapers that some family may have, and typically have to choose between feeding the children and putting giving them diapers. And so let's talk a little bit about period poverty. And then, so for those of us who are new to that term, kindly explain to us, what is period poverty and how does it play in our community?
So, period poverty is when a young woman or a young girl cannot afford sanitary products, and so they go without products. So they may have to resort to using paper towels, tissue. Some of them go without having sanitary products, period. So that's what period poverty is. Period poverty is when a woman is starved from having proper menstrual items that she need when she come on her menstrual cycle. And so a lot of people don't really realize that period poverty is so huge, because you have 70% of women in the United States who are unable to buy sanitary products. And so that's where the period poverty comes in. And that's one of the things that I've been passionate about. About 15 years ago, I read a story about the young girls, schoolgirls in Nigeria. That's where period poverty really originated from. Young women in Nigeria, they were not able to go to school because they would miss one whole week of school because they didn't have the proper sanitary napkins. And so when I read that, I really got passionate and really angry about women who can't have a proper menstrual cycle, because it's already a negative connotation around women menstrual cycle anyway. And then not to have a negative connotation, and then not to have the proper products you need, it was like a slap in the face. So that's what really drove me. And I'm really passionate about making sure that women have the proper sanitary napkins, the underwear, everything that they need to have a productive, and it's kind of funny that we even using these words, to have a productive menstrual cycle.
Wow, this is all awareness. This is all awareness because all the time, we hear about food banks, as I mentioned before. But then there's all those different aspects of a person's life that can be affected due to lack of resources.
Mhm.
And here you are helping women get access to these resources. As you mentioned, a lot of time people may lose, not be able to go to school because of lack of sanitary products. Okay, having babies go to sleep wet
Mhm.
because of lack of diapers. And then so while we are passionate about helping the individual to just
Mhm.
be fed, but then we have to look into the person as a whole, and then to actually tackle the whole of the human of the person. And so hello Paula, for joining us. I appreciate you. She says what you do is always awesome. Yes, this
Hi,
is
Paula.
amazing.
Yes, I know her. Paula is an amazing lady.
Yes, yes, yes. What she is doing is certainly amazing. So come on and share this live, because if you support Dr. Outlaw and you want to support her cause, the best way you can do that, which is free, is by bringing awareness. And you never know who you may connect her with, who can help her and continue to support women, to continue to support children, and helping them live thriving life. And then so with that being said, if you all have any questions, go ahead and type it. Any comments, go ahead and type it. But then I do have a few more questions for Dr. Outlaw, and
Mhm.
then that is the Global Distribution Center. Okay, so for those of us who this is new to me, it may be new to some of you as well. So please give us the 411. What is the Global Distribution Center?
So the
So the
411 on the
411.
global
Yes.
is crazy, but the 411 on the Global Distribution Center is, again, during COVID 19, I was blessed. I was always, giving goods out to people, but during the pandemic, God allowed me to prosper, which is crazy because we went from having serving maybe 3, 4 communities. Now we're able to serve cities and countries with all of the goods that I get. So we have 3,500 corporations that are on board to giving me goods on a daily basis to give to not only to communities, but to cities and now to countries. And it is like mind blowing. It really is. It's mind blowing to get brand new goods, brand new household goods, brand new furniture, brand new clothes, just brand new supplies for people in the community. And guess what? Everything is free. Everything is free. And we distribute it through, we have giveaways pretty much every week. We just received 3,000 really fancy umbrellas. And so we're able to give out 3,000 umbrellas to community. Every week we don't get the same thing. Like we get food, we get microwaves, we get furniture. There's nothing really we haven't gotten yet. We haven't just received a house, but outside of a house, we receive cars. You name it, we've gotten it. So, to my lips, to God's ears, I do pray that we get houses that we're able to give away free. You know.
Wow, 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 wow. Praise God indeed. Praise God indeed. So it's not only diapers, everyone. She is able to help in any area. And obviously, as she received them, she's going giving right back to the community. And then so I mean, like, as we give and then we receive, it's also important for us to put like our hands together and help uplift each other and help support what you are doing. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about how people can connect with you
Mhm.
if they need like the service that we offer. But then right now we want to open this platform to people who actually want to be part of your organization, or who want to help you, who want to volunteer. And so how can people connect with you in ways that they can support what you are doing?
So one of the things is they can come and volunteer. We have so many volunteer positions. We need volunteers to help with the day-to-day operations of Daughters of Destiny. We need truck drivers that have their CDL, because we getting like 53-foot trucks, 26-foot trucks. We need personal shoppers to help clients go around and pick their stuff. We need interns. We need um, grant writers. We need fundraising managers. We need program directors, because we run a multi-consortium organization which have so many aspects to it. And so we need the public support, because a lot of times people see this and they don't see that they can play an intricate part in helping us.
Yes, yes. Because at the end of the day, as you are doing this, this is basically creating history. You living history right now.
Wow.
Because as
I'm
you
gonna
mentioned,
cry.
no,
I
don't
am.
do that.
I'm
You're
gonna
looking too
cry.
beautiful right now to
Thank
mess
you.
it up.
I mean,
No,
to be making history,
you're
you
making
just don't
history.
know how it changed. All of it have really changed the whole trajectory of my life, because I was just a little African American girl at 9 years old in the Roseland community, walking down the street, not even thinking that my life was worth it, not even thinking that I could make an impact. And so to be making history, it just, my life is forever changed.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Just receive that because we are in Black History Month. That's why I'm featuring you. I'm featuring you here because you are making history. You are uplifting your community. You are letting people know that there's somebody out there who care for them, who's thinking about them, and who wants to help them thrive. And then so my show Thrive with Renee, it's that's what it's all about. It's about not just putting myself out there, but then putting people out there who's doing something amazing in the community, and that's what you are doing. And so as you are listening to this conversation right now, know that it does not matter where you start, it does not matter your surrounding. All that matter is that if you believe in yourself and you believe that you are meant to do something great in your community, just do it. Just do it. If you cannot just do it on your own, find people like Apostle Bridget, who is already in service, okay, who is extending her hand and saying, let me help you, let me help you. And then I'm sure that we all like to receive, but at the end of the day, let us make history together by uplifting one another. And then so she let me make sure we put all your website on the comment so
Thank
that people can know how to connect with you. But I also want, maybe somebody may be in need of the service that you offer right now. And so how can we help them get to know you, like where are you located? And obviously you said you does I guess a giveaway every
We
week.
do,
And
yeah,
then
we do
so how
giveaways
can
every.
they,
They
yes, how
can
can they
call us.
participate in that?
They can call us by calling 708
Mhm.
674 8037. Our facility is located 3016 West 63rd Street, Chicago, Illinois, and that is Daughters of Destiny headquarters. It is in the West Line area. They can contact me. They can go on our website, Daughters of Destiny, ENT.com, and connect us on that, or they can simply go on my Facebook page, Apostle Bridget Outlaw, and connect with me there.
I was Daughters of Destiny, ENT
Mm-hmm.
dot
.com. .com.
com. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Daughters of Destiny, ENT.com. So I typed that on the comment. That's 708-674-8037 and Daughters of Destiny, ENT.com. So this is Pastor Apostle Bridget Outlaw contact information, and obviously if you are watching on her Facebook page or on my Facebook page, you can connect with her there as well. And then so we want to basically share about, like, I want to ask you, from when you started, you said you started 30 years ago
30
to
years.
now, what would you say is your biggest win
My
with
biggest
this
win
journey?
my biggest win is to see people making it, seeing them win, seeing kids eat, seeing kids with new clothes, seeing families having new goods in their home without having to break the bank to go buy it. So that have to be my biggest win. Seeing people happy, during this pandemic, to be happy is amazing. So putting goods in people's hands and making them happy, that would have to be my biggest win.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you for doing that. I certainly appreciate of what you're doing. Hence why I'm highlighting you and featuring you. I do want to ask you, like, how, because a lot of time we talk about not only feeding the person or giving the person something, but teaching them, how to sustain themselves, in the future. Because the more people you connect with, and then the more people, then it's gonna be able to be stable. And then once they're in a stable environment or a stable situation, how can they then connect back, give back to daughters of destiny, to help uplift another family? So is there any program like that as
So,
well?
so we have a lot of if they go on daughtersofdestinyent.com, we give back through education. We have a lot of classes that people can take to empower themselves. We have a grant writing class. We have non-for-profit classes that people can duplicate what I'm doing, becoming a ambassador for period poverty, or become an ambassador for hunger relief. So we have a lot of things that people can get on our platform, and they will see it once they go on our website, that they can give back. Because one of the key things that we do, we don't give handouts, we give hand
Yes.
ups. We give a
Yes.
hand up. We're here to empower them, and not only empower them to sustainability, we teach them how to go after it. And how I've set that up is for people to emulate what I do by starting a non-for-profit organization. So we have 13-week classes to start non-for-profit organizations, 13-week classes that help them learn how to fundraise. So we not only empower them, but we give them a hand up through education.
That's amazing. I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of time when people like you, something. Okay, obviously you've been in this for 30 years. I'm sure you know a lot, and you've been thriving. And then so to come around and say, let me show you how I did it, that does something powerful in that. Because like you mentioned, it's not only about giving your hands out, but let me help you to emulate what I did. So I love the fact that you said that and you're doing that, because at the end of the day, the more people who can have the knowledge like you have it, and then the more that they can go in their own community and implement it. So we have 5, maybe 6 minutes left. uh, and then so, as I'm highlighting you for Black History Month, and we talked about how the diaper banks is mostly in some of the affluent communities, and how less than 2% of African American operate a diaper bank. What would you say is, maybe, like, for somebody right now who this concept is new to them, and then they said, okay, I want to be able to be an advocate for diaper bags, for period poverty, and I want to be able to be an ambassador, like you mentioned. What is the first thing that they can do? Obviously, I'm sure they can reach out to you, but what encouragement do you have for someone who's listening right now?
Well, one of the first things they can do is, when you have a reaction to something, now you have to develop the passion for it. So we have a lot of people that react, but they don't have the passion. So in order for them to become an ambassador, first they have to have a reaction that it's an injustice that all of this is going on, that people go to bed hungry, that babies go to bed wet, that women go to work and don't have the proper sanitary napkins. So now that we have the reaction to it, now we need to get out there and make awareness, make anybody that will listen. First of all, we have to bring awareness to the fact that there needs to be more African American women who have diaper banks. Diaper banks is a business. And so if we had more diaper banks, then we will have more dry babies. So I would say, get a reaction. And in order to get a reaction, you have to have a passion for it.
Amazing, amazing. Hello again to everyone who is listening live in this conversation. My name is René Antoine. I am live in conversation with Apostle Dr. Bridget Outlaw, who we just said is an amazing community activist and advocate for her community. We are talking about diaper bank and the lack of it in the African American community, and how you and I can be advocate, can be brand ambassadors, can share awareness of this I guess issue. So with that being said, we talked about how individual can support you, can connect with you. We talk about people who may need the service that you offer, can connect with you. But let's talk about maybe different organizations, okay? Different non-for-profit, different churches. They may not have the capacity to do what you're doing, okay? Or even like a parent group. How can they support what you are doing on a large scale? How can they connect with you?
The biggest thing to connect is helping us raise awareness. And then we have so many intricate components of our organization and help raise funds. Even though we get from the corporations free, we have to house it. We have to have staff. People really believe that there's no money associated to what we do because they see us getting it free, but they don't understand the magnitude and the amount of money that it costs to keep these entities running. So to raise awareness and to help fundraise will be that would be the biggest strengths that we need from the community, because we've been out here giving for 30 years. Now we need help. Because raising awareness is going to be our greatest issue to combat period poverty, diaper awareness. We need people that get out here and not just only come and get and receive. We need people out here saying, hey, there's a diaper bank. Let us duplicate it. Let us learn how to duplicate it so we can have hundreds of diaper banks, that we can have more diaper banks than liquor stores.
More diaper banks than liquor store. Indeed. Hello, Cynthia Patterson. She is watching live. She has a really nice letter for you, Apostle Outlaw. She says, Apostle Dr. Outlaw is a truly phenomenal and amazing woman of God with a heart for God and his people. For the past 30 years, it has been extraordinary how God has placed her in the position of a double global distribution ambassador and so much more. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of the Daughters of Destiny Enterprises, and I will not trade it for anything. God bless you. How do you feel about this comment?
Elder Cynthia, I've been knowing her all my life. She came to Daughters of Destiny 30 years ago when I started it. So she saw me started from the ground up to where it is today. So it is truly, truly amazing.
Amazing. Well, it is 12:30, everyone. I hope this conversation brought awareness to you as you are watching, listening to Apostle Bridget Outlaw. And I hope that, as we're going through this month of, celebrating Black history and how we are uplifting our community and how we want to be better and do better, let's remember of, people who may not be as fortunate as we may be, And then let's connect with people in our community who are doing something, who need help to continue to help other families thrive. And so if that's you listening right now and you are watching right now, maybe you're an individual, or maybe you are part of a church, or you are part of a not-for-profit. Let's think about how we can support the work of Daughters of Destiny, and how we can create history together and be part of this amazing, amazing movement. My name is René Antoine. I am a financial service entrepreneur. And so I was in conversation with Apostle Bridget Outlaw. Final last word for you, Miss Apostle Outlaw. What would you close us out with?
My final word is, whatever God sets you out to do it to the best of your ability, and always give God his glory back.
Give God his glory back. I think I'm going to end it on that. Give God his glory back. Happy Black History Month,
Thank you
everyone.
so much.
And let's go and make history together. That's it for now. Winnie Antoine signing out.
Blessings.